Okay, looks like I got it.
Someone, so I was gonna say someone did. Someone got in there. All right. We want to do some debris.
Yeah, go for it.
You do debris. It's spooky, so I want to do the graveyard.
Yeah, I mean, it's Halloween, right?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
mean,
Why not?
I guess it's kind of low key this year,
We gotta.
for obvious reasons.
Yeah. I mean, around here, like, we don't really see that much trick or treaters since I'm in like a apartment complex, but which you have to like key fob in.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like extra restrictive for people not to like just show up at your door. But yeah, it's also like I think in this state, I think you have to do it like it's like during the daytime only as well. So.
Oh, hey, Adrian. How's it
Oh,
going?
Adrian, what's up?
Yeah, we've been working on a lot of stuff.
just a little bit. Oh man. Yeah, I wonder like what has been added since 2018. Have we added all three of these characters since 2018?
Oh yeah. Oh,
okay,
yeah.
I was gonna say
Like...
yeah, we've got new characters, we've got terrain objects and stuff like that. Yeah, those are two really big things. Really love this terrain thing as well. I'm sure it's probably gone through like at least one visual rehash by then, probably. And we've got a lot of stuff cooking right now as well. So I see that you're also still picking characters, Jason. I'm trying to figure out like what I want to do here. Shoot. Yeah, let's do you. I like this.
Yeah, Adrian, we're still working on it. It must have been, was it Atlanta?
Oh, that might have been
Dreamhack in
Atlanta,
Atlanta?
huh? 2018.
Yeah, we're still grinding away. Obviously, this year has like disrupted things somewhat, but on the plus side, we've shifted to doing more kind of streaming and community stuff since everyone's stuck at home.
Yeah, pretty much.
So we're still working on it. So we've kind of been putting out regular patches. So now every 2 weeks we do a new patch, and we're adding new characters and new terrain objects and new gameplay features and stuff like that. Pretty much all the time.
Yeah.
Oh, Andrew, you were snowed in, weren't you?
Yeah, I was snowed. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Yeah. Yeah, that was a bummer. I would have been there, but yeah, we got snowed in that day, and that was no fun. I didn't appreciate that. It happens though. I think I picked a wrong character for this layout, but we're gonna work with it, and we're gonna roll with it. Oh man. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Berserker on bottom row.
Yeah, I was kind of agonizing about where to put Berserker here because, yeah, but the Berserker and Morio position wasn't super clear to me what I should have done.
Yeah, I don't know if Shia was a great choice for this, considering how like cramped this is a little bit with, if they're gonna well, okay, if there wasn't falling debris on the bottom here, I would have probably put Shio there so I could have protected some characters or something like that. But unfortunately, that's where it spawned, so I had to put them somewhere. My thought with Shio was they have really high physical defense, so they're gonna if they will be taking the hits for falling debris on occasion, I think. What, Jason? You don't want to push me back into the poison?
I was thinking about it, but I kind of like that totem positioning.
No, it's a good totem position. I think I'm kind of, yeah. I don't think I'm in a very great spot for this one, so it's okay. We're gonna work with it. We're gonna figure it out. What do I want to do here? Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. What have you done, Jason? Okay, I'm fine with that.
I'm kind of curious now. I kind of want to pull up the old DreamHack Atlanta build.
see what the build looks like? Yeah.
Because there are some changes. Like we had a kind of UI overhaul. We're kind of working on another UI overhaul.
Yeah.
right now in the background.
Yeah, in the background of I would say an even more intense UI overhaul. So I'm very excited and very, very happy about it. But yeah, we've got a lot of things cooking all at once, and then we're gonna eventually release them all at once. So it should be good. It should be real good. Man, everyone just focusing up. What we got? I see what you're doing there. I really can't do too much about that. I probably should have moved out of the way, but, you know. Where are these gonna fall? Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, all right. So he's gonna get hit. That's good.
Yeah, my warrior's there. The timing was quite good for the berserker though. I should be able to shift him back after this.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very curious where the back row falling debris is gonna go at this point. Okay, fair enough. Yeah. No, I can move Jason. I don't see a problem with this. It's still gonna hurt for a little while, though, unfortunately. All right, where's that gonna go? Okay, that's not too bad. I'll take that. All right. He's got to move, though. He's definitely got to move. What do I want to do here? Oh, I think I know what's happening. That's gonna be fun. We'll just stack that up a little bit. Let's get out of there. I don't want to be anywhere near that. Totem was a good choice. Totem was a good choice for this map. I wasn't even thinking about that. I was thinking about pulling things around. I was thinking about big beefy characters because I knew I was going to just get hit for a while. So, well, you know what? Let's just do that. Man, there was so many gremlins last night in my machine, in my setup. Yeah. It was not great. I spent I got everything. Well, after I got the small gremlins out, I got everything basically set up, which was good. Except, hold on, I gotta focus for this one. Well, not actually focus. I don't want to do that, but I gotta pay attention to what I'm doing. I think we're just gonna kind of go for it here. For as much as I possibly can. What have I got? Yeah, we're just gonna do that. We're gonna close it out.
I should have used impose.
Well, you didn't know that he wasn't gonna be in that column, so I don't think impose would have been 100% necessary at that point. But I have jeez, that's gonna hurt too. You gotta get rid of that dude. What was I gonna say? I have my record player hooked up to my speakers as well, and I have a preamp that it has to go through. I've got a passive switcher and stuff like that, so I can select different inputs, like my computer versus my record player. It's an old record player. So it's got a good old grounding cable and other stuff just coming out of it. I'm all right. So hold on, I gotta figure out what I'm doing here. Question is, do we need to try to get rid of him first? That's 17. So the issue with this is that I don't think my berserker can survive the combo between your warrior and the berserker right now. So I'm pretty sure I need to attempt to knock out that berserker now. So I'm just gonna go for it. Oh, okay. Yep, all right. Secure the kill. That's all that matters. It's fine. and then we're gonna get out of here because that's gonna hurt if I stay there for a while. I'm kind of scared where these are gonna go though. Oh, perfect! I love it. That's great. That's a great spot for that to be. I didn't want to be there anyway. But yeah, I have like a preamp box, and it has like I can plug my whatchamacallit, my record player into that, and then it amplifies it, and then it goes to my switcher here. I had no idea what the heck was going on because I could hear, like, I don't know how familiar you are with record players, but
yeah, relatively.
okay, so you know how you can, if power is being supplied to the record player and you just put the needle down, you can actually hear what's going on. Like, you can actually hear it being played, like if you go really close to the needle. So I could hear that, but like I did like a ton of things trying to figure out what the heck was going on, like because nothing was coming out of my speakers. So of course, me being stupid, I went the opposite way from which you're supposed to troubleshoot, and I started at the speakers first and then went all the way back down, eventually to my preamp. Turned out there was one switch on the preamp that was switched, the only switch on the entire thing. And there was the one thing that I could change it, so I just flipped it and it was fine. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. It was very silly. So, oh man, what I want to do
always start
here.
from the source.
Yeah, exactly. I know it was a real dumb thing for me to do, but
it's always when you're debugging something and you think you know what it is, so you just skip like
yeah.
the methodical approach.
Yeah, totally. It's not. It was not good. So it was kind of silly what I was doing. What do I want to do here? I can't really. Yeah, we'll go there. Why not? But yeah, no, I've done my fair share of what do you call it? Of troubleshooting in like a recording studio and stuff like that for undergrads at college, and I have gotten calls at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. where they can't get audio, and I'm like, all right, time to hop on my bike at 2 a.m. and go go because I lived off campus, so, and I didn't have.
You're expected to do 24-hour support. So.
I was getting paid for it, but not that much. This was when I was in graduate school, and oh man, I can't do a trade blows anymore. Geez. Man, none of these are like super exciting, but this character is gonna go pretty soon, so you know what? We're just gonna do this because it's gonna make you move.
Yeah, you gotta squeeze out that optimal.
Yeah.
Utility.
Well, I can't go there. Well, this character's gone anyway. Like, it doesn't matter where. Okay, so there is actual strategy to this, people who are watching. It depends on where I want this dead body to go. So, oh man, where do I want him to go? I don't have that many options here because I want. All right, there's gonna be a trade-off. We're just gonna do this. This is fine. Because he's gone. But yeah, I had to bike on over honestly, it was only like a 5 to 10 minute bike. It was not that bad. Closer to 5 minutes. Got into the studio. Looked at everything. I'm like, all right, everything's looking good. You're getting audio into the board and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. You're getting audio into the software and the Pro Tools. Like, what's happening here? I'm like, and I look and I'm like staring at some stuff. I'm like, what is going on here? And then I realized that the LED on the speakers wasn't lit up. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. They didn't turn the freaking speakers on, the monitors. I'm like, no. Like, what are you doing? Like, I came all this way and you just didn't turn the speakers on. You've got to be kidding me.
Tell them to turn it on. Oh man.
I was like, because I was trying to troubleshoot over the phone before. And I asked them, like, yeah, the speaker, like, everything's on. You turned everything on. Like, all the power conditioners are on. You went up the entire thing. You turned the speakers on, and they didn't have the speakers on. They just said yes because they thought it was already on when they came into the studio. So I'm like, oh no. it was not yeah.
Like I've heard what tech support people will do. If you ask people if it's plugged in, they'll obviously say yes.
Oh, of course, yeah.
So you don't ask them if it's plugged in. You say, "Hey, unplug it."
Unplug it, plug it back in.
Yeah, or something that will make them physically do it.
Yeah, no, totally. That's yes.
Yeah,
yes.
like under some other pretense.
You've got 1, 2, 3 characters going. You can only do. Oh no, he's not gonna survive, I think. So I'm gonna try to figure this out as much as I can. Oh no.
Paul says, "Did they buy your next meal?"
No.
Ungrateful.
Ungrateful. I mean, I was getting paid to do it. Not much, but I was still getting paid to do it by the school. So it wasn't like... It wasn't that crazy, but... It was still like... I remember those instances vividly. I was just happy it wasn't during the winter semester, because Rochester snows a lot. So, oh man, I'm kind of, What are we doing here? Where are you?
So my speakers have actually recently given up the ghost.
Oh no!
I think they're fixable. I think it's like maybe just the pot, like the volume pot, because for a long time they've been like buzzing, or I would twiddle the volume knob and it would like crackle at certain levels and then kind of settle to being okay.
It's no
and
fun.
now when I turn them on, there's just like a hum, like a constant like bad, to an extent that they're unusable.
I was gonna say, how comfortable are you with opening up those bad boys? But it depends on.
I mean,
yeah,
not super. I never really got into electronics, but I feel like probably it's going to be a simple thing of like just a dodgy connection on the tensiometer, or just replacing it. Like, in your experience, is that something tends to be easy to do?
It depends. So I was gonna say, if it's like a instrument, it's not as bad because they have like serviceable parts and stuff like that. But like speakers are like, depending on what you've got, they're usually not meant to be serviced. Like in this day and age.
Okay.
Like it depends on what you have, basically. So it also depends on if you think the speakers are good enough to warrant cracking them open and then trying to figure out, as opposed to skipping that headache and just going to get something else. So
I don't know, they've served me well. I've got like some M audio like monitors.
Oh, okay, yeah. I'm familiar. Music Man.
Like the AV something, I think.
Yeah, M Audio used to be Music Man, I believe. But then they thought Music Man sounded too big bandy at one point, and they switched over to M Audio. I believe that's oh no, is M Audio MIDI Man? There are M Audio. One of them switched their names. It might have been MIDI Man actually, like MIDI, like the you know what I'm talking about.
Geez. I just googled it. Formerly MIDI Man, yeah.
MIDI Man, yeah. It wasn't Music Man. It was it was MIDI Man, which is interesting. Man, what I want to do here, because I can't. I'm kind of. Every time I think I'm not gonna survive, somehow I still survive. I'm just gonna like continuously heal this dude up. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I've got to like get out of there, but. All right, I think I know what I'm doing. I hope.
You've got a plan. What is it?
We are one turn off from that warrior getting pulled in. Ah! I can't win. I just can't win here. It's fine. We're doing great. Oh, yikes. Gotta get out of there. Yeah, I mean, Totem was a great choice for this.
Yeah, any kind of restricted map. And the debris kind of has that effect as well.
Yeah, it's I mean, especially since like if I had the Ranger, I think things would be slightly different right now because I would be able to instead of Shio here, because I would have been able to attack them with impunity at that point. But the problem is like, oh jeez. So I want to shut you down, but you're able to move really quickly. So he only has 19 health left. That's not spectacular. With my arm hook, that's not going to do anything. I'm just gonna pass the buck here. Stay there for a while, please. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, he's done. He's so done now. He cannot survive that. There's no way. Yeah, I'm glad I got it out of there. Oh, there's no way. What do you mean? Oh, you have a big advantage.
This is what I mean.
Oh, wow. Okay. Ooh, that's nice, actually. I don't know what I can do with this, but it's nice for a little bit.
It's a turn.
It is a turn, which... Okay. Depends on what I think I can do here. So you're down to that much. And... I feel like I should just, like, try to get in some damage while I can. The alternative is to heal 10, but, like... Don't know. I mean, none of this really matters, so let's just move you over here. Why not? Put you in the back row. I think I did misplay. I think I did a little of a misplay, but that's all right. It's up to you to decide what the misplay is, Jason. There we go. There's the misplay. If I had placed Shio in the center there, that would have had you like. Now it doesn't matter where I go; I'll always be in range of that totem. Unfortunately, otherwise I could have like shifted around a little bit, but you know what can you do? Oh man, I don't know what's worth it at this point. 6 damage. Eesh. Well, I think if I keep on levitating, it's gonna get... Well, no, because you can do that, so... Well, no, because you can do that. Ah, I can't win. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. We're gonna go on the offensive here. Because I was trying to figure out, like, oh, like, if I make it bad for your warrior to attack me, then, you know, that would be good. But I can't really do that. Like, if I levitate, I'm still going to take 6 damage, and then in that case, you could just inspire Totem, and then just be able to do some damage anyway, so... See, that was my trade-off. I'm like, all right, can I do this and, you know, try to eke in a little bit of damage, but...
Yeah, I think either way. turn out too favorably.
Yeah. Oh, come on. Oh man. Yeesh. Can I is this gonna do? No, it's not gonna do enough, huh? Oh man, you have so many turns in a row. That's crazy. What do I want to do here? I want you to stay where you are, actually. And then we are going to... that'll almost kill me. Then that doesn't matter, so we're gonna go here. I feel like if I had focused up at some point, things would be slightly different, but oh god, no. Alright, I can't survive 1 damage, so... Nope, see ya. Done.
There we go. GG.
Yeah. That was good, though. I think you took a lot of damage at the end there that you could have probably dodged, but...
Yeah, to be honest, I overlooked the pin thing. I kind of got lucky that that didn't kill me.
I mean, you won, definitely.
My hubris almost.
But you had 2 turns in a row, so, like... Yeah. And then I don't think I would have been able to do enough damage regardless, unless I got really lucky with a debris. But I don't even think the debris would have triggered at that point, because it would have been too long. So, yeah. Oh, man, a resounding thrashing. I think Paul needs to step in and try his hand here.
Yeah, let's go for it. Paul, do you want to maybe throw a challenge in? In the meantime, Andrew, have you watched any more Halloween spooky movies?
Have I watched any more Halloween spooky movies? Have I not? I don't think we've watched many movies. No, wait. I watched It, like the new one. Did I tell you about that?
No. How is it?
Okay. When I say new, I guess it's not very new anymore, but
the one with the kid from Stranger Things in it.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even notice that until we got like until my partner said something like halfway through the movie. I'm like, "Oh, that's who it is." Yeah. So it's an interesting film because I was going into it thinking it was going to be a lot scarier than it was. Because I thought it was like, oh, you know, it's been a long time since they've touched this. Movies can get a lot scarier now. Not that older movies are not scary, because a lot of them definitely are, but I was expecting something a lot scarier and a lot more suspenseful. But the problem with that is, oh hey, it works. The problem with that was
Warwick, do you want to play, by the way?
Oh yeah, Warwick, you can go up against Paul.
Yeah, please throw a challenge in, Warwick, and Paul will.
I think Paul just threw one in, so
yeah, I already accepted that, but we can.
Oh, bummer. Okay, yeah, Warwick, throw your own in. Yeah. I think the problem with, well, not the problem, but the thing about it was like the CGI that they used was like really cool looking at a lot of parts, but like.
Okay.
It just made it a little cheesy sometimes, and just like it's the problem with like seeing the monster like from the get-go, yeah, as opposed to that being suspenseful and like not knowing the full capabilities of it. Like it just starts to do stuff that's like on the level of ridiculous that I just laughed the whole time. I think like the movie did not scare me. I just laughed because I was like, wow, that is like whoever did the CGI with this had a lot of fun. Like they just did some weird stuff. So
yeah, I haven't seen either of. There are two versions of the movie, right? And there's
yeah, there was one that's like a mini series technically, because it was shown for TV, I believe. But that one has Tim Curry in it, and I really like Tim Curry. So that's the reason why I like that one a lot. I
get the impression that it's like, I was assumed it was like a very sinister. kind of tone to it.
Yeah. It's been a very long time since I've seen it, but yeah, I don't know if I really want to watch the second one because the sequel came out. Well, not sequel, but the second part of it came out recently. Well, not recently, but I'm really far behind on movies and stuff. Yeah, well, there's like some horror films that I can laugh at, like that. That's something that I can laugh at. Like what is it? Cabin in the Woods was really funny, but it's supposed to be funny, so.
I think there's a lot of like horror filmmakers who like to come at things from that angle,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like the tongue-in-cheek or like parodying the own genre.
Oh
But
yeah,
in
like
like
the
a
slasher stuff. Like slashers come and gone, I feel, like in terms of being taken seriously. Maybe some people would disagree with me, but like I don't know how you can do like a straight up and down slasher film anymore without poking fun at yourself a little bit sometimes and putting some goofy things in there. So
yeah.
Paul has or Warwick's did you guys start yet, or just let me know when you're both in there and we can switch on over. We watched maybe I have watched a couple of movies since we last talked about this. We watched oh gosh, the original Halloween. And I had actually never seen that before. And half the time it was just me. Oh, the selector thing. Yeah, so if you vote for different things, it's gonna go to a default. But if you guys agree on what you want to do, it'll switch over to it. Oh, you guys started? Okay. So, if you guys want to do a specific layout, just let me, or just let each other know. So, yeah, we could probably put a little thing in there. I'm actually gonna join in right now.
Did you ever watch a movie called Behind the Mask?
No.
That's
What's
like
that about?
It's kind of like a parody of the slasher film, but
Okay.
it's like a mockumentary.
Oh, interesting.
Where they follow around like this mastermind serial killer. He's like stalking his victims and setting up the spooky house in the cornfield with booby traps and like all of this stuff. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, no, yeah. When we were watching Halloween, I got like, I don't know, I got like maybe a third of the way through it, or like once have you seen the first Halloween, Jason?
Yeah.
Okay, so when he actually starts killing people, I was just like, why are these people doing these things? Like, you're making the dumbest moves ever. Like, the entire thing is like, I don't know. It's like, I'm like, you people are dumb. Like, well, it's half of that, but like the other half of it is, like the kind of like, I'm gonna go a little deep here. The magical realism that happens, with some of the effects, with like the part where she's like the main character is like limping around outside, like going door to door, and like no one will open the door for her, and like the old lady that like sees her like shuts off the lights and closes the blinds and stuff. Like, I'm trying to think of like in what world would people actually do that, and like completely ignore someone. Also, by the way, while she's running around yelling and screaming, literally like 3 houses down is where that psychologist is. Like,
okay.
He's on the same street. He would hear her screaming, like, and like, you know how he comes in like at the very end of the movie, he like eventually starts walking like down the street because he sees the car, and I'm like, dude, you would have definitely heard her. She was like screaming the entire time, and she was literally like 3 houses down. Like,
like, the slasher movie though, it very much depends on people doing stupid, unrealistic.
Oh, it definitely
things
does. There's
anything to work.
Yeah, that was like the whole thing, and I'm just like, I just got like kind of like frustrated for the character, as opposed to like being like, oh no, that's the whatever his name is such a badass, and like you can't do anything to stop them. It was more like, wow, you know, the way that these things have been set up for them, it's just like, what are you gonna do? It just kind of got to be a little bit at that point. But no, I think I think if they like leaned into the magical realism, but like didn't make the characters make bad choices, like bad decisions, that would have been a little bit better for me, because there's some definite magical realism going on with like the way that like he like impales the guy onto the like 3 feet up in the air onto like that like pantry basically,
Yeah.
where like a single knife would have not been able to hold up a man's body. Like, it's ridiculous, but like it works because he's supposed to be this like superhuman kind of like unstoppable force. So yeah, I don't know, it was interesting.
Were there any that kind of had that but didn't make everyone a complete idiot?
I don't know. I haven't watched enough horror, especially not recently. Like I think like in terms of slasher films, it kind of like relies on that, where, you know, it's got like dumb teenagers doing dumb teenager things and then they die. But I mean, there's a couple of iffy things about Halloween anyway, in terms of its messaging. With like who dies and who doesn't die.
Oh yeah, there are some tropes around.
There is an iffy message that was sent with that film. So I don't know if that's like where that started. Halloween was pretty early on in that genre. There were some other ones, but like man, yeah, I'm like watching it, I'm like, really? We're gonna do this? Like but that's another conversation.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, not to get too deep, but I think that's kind of a product of general like who gets to be the side character versus who gets to be the protagonist.
Yeah, that's true. But just the
media.
Yeah. I guess so. Yeah.
It just
like,
manifests in a very obvious way, and
it was such a
people are
such
getting
like
killed off one by one, right? It kind of makes it very.
Yeah, like it's like for people who are not familiar, like anyone who has any kind of promiscuity dies in that film. The main character does not die is because she is not promiscuous, and that's it. That's the whole thing.
Okay, why is
the ranger poisoned?
Why is the ranger poisoned for that?
Let me see.
This out.
Ooh, that's a fun one. Okay, so how did this happen here?
Going through the replay quickly here.
Stun module activates targeting ranger, poison damage, but that's because poison damage was already applied. I gotta go back.
Oh,
I don't know how that was applied, actually. Stun module activates targeting ranger, and then there's poison. Right there. But no, that's poison. Was that poison because he started in poison? Yeah. I'm very curious too. We need to see the.
No one started in poison, but the ranger and the.
Yeah.
Shio have been poisoned somehow.
This says stun module activates targeting ranger, poison damage. Okay, wait, was. I'm very.
I think that's a bug. I think that is.
I think it's a bug.
A genuine bug. I think it may relate to some stuff that's changing on the back end ready for the next patch after this.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't know what that triggered off of. Does it have to do with like a character like owning the totem and then targeting someone who is in melee, like who is like a melee character who was poisoned, and then
no, so what it is
none of them were poisoned? Okay.
It's to do with, I think, what happens if you start the battle on a terrain object.
Okay.
Because one of the new terrain objects, there is a case where if you start on it, then something different needs to happen, and I think it's got incorrectly tagged as if they were
okay
standing on the tile there, which is
well, at least it's symmetrical. So at least each of you have been poisoned equally.
Oh, I know what this is. Okay.
All right, Jason's gonna hot fix this one.
I'll try.
I'm just gonna wait for everything to just completely break in the game. Like
Basically, I think what happened is I think it was based on their original position before they set their formations, if that made sense.
Oh, interesting. Oh, huh.
Which obviously is not what should happen.
Gotcha, yeah. No, that's interesting. Gotta get out of that steam. Well, it depends on actually how many rounds that steam's gonna stay around, so. I don't know if that was worth it for the Berserker, to be completely honest. Like, damage-wise, not, but, like, the ability to focus down the engineer as quickly as possible, probably, yes, definitely. That's the thing. Like, if you look at, like... Yeah.
Sorry, this bug is giving me an interesting idea for a game mode, though. Like
Yeah,
a sudden
go for
death,
it.
like everyone's poisoned all the time.
It's like sudden death kind of thing, just
Yeah,
like
one each of their characters is just slowly withering away.
Well, it's just like I thought that was going to be in the I thought there was a terrain or excuse me, a battlefield layout that just had poison on every single tile. And then there you go.
I suppose, yeah, that's the way to do that, really.
Yeah. Into the goo zone. Yeah, it's interesting. Sometimes I like look at like more of the percentage of health that a certain ability does, like roughly, instead of like the real numbers, because if you're like comparing like the lifespan of like the Berserker versus that of say like the Engineer or something like that, it's fine. It's like it's better if, you know, like the Berserker can take more damage just like as a flat amount than the Engineer can. So if they're just taking equal amounts, then technically the Berserker is coming out ahead. Woof. 15. Jeez. That's an attack. Especially on a support. That's what happens when you have no physical resistance. Or very little. Alright, putting down that pressure release. Seems like we're gonna go for that Berserker. Work still has some range damage left, so they can probably definitely go after Totem at some point, but problem is there's an issue with that right now, and that has to do with Shio, so still gonna do some bleed there.
I'm just busy beavering away, trying to fix
No,
this.
it's good.
For the next
Yeah.
battle.
No, it's fine. Yeah, it just amazes me that you can do that anyway. Just like nail down right into it. I mean, you've been staring at the same code for a while now, so kind of know where things live at that point. Paul making some hard choices here on where they want to place. Where they want to like go after right now. They could go after that Berserker right now. They could go after the Ranger. Berserker it is. Berserker is just more, you know, a steady target. No dodging allowed. Probably get some more tunnel vision charges over there. Getting down to 11. It looks like Paul is going to be able to finish off that Berserker before the Berserker can take a turn. And it looks like that's going to put Warwick's down to a 3v1 situation, unless they can get some good attacks out there. I mean, 2 of Paul's characters are down to very low health, so there's always that. The unfortunate thing is that the Berserker has the most health, and the Berserker can just use like trade blows to force some damage onto the Ranger whenever possible. So slightly difficult situation. All right, looks like we're gonna take out Shio here. The good first step. Ooh. Unfortunate placement for that falling debris there on Paul's side. Berserker hanging on with 1 health. Looks like they're gonna get smacked a little bit though, unfortunately. With 11 health, it's kind of risky to focus up, but we're gonna see a focus here. It looks like Paul will be able to have a turn with Totem before the Ranger can have 2 turns. However, the Ranger does have last one standing, so they might be able to just knock out Totem with a quick shot. Maybe. Oh, not quite. 9 damage there.
Yeah, maybe not quite enough.
I don't know. Works could get lucky with some dodges here, but ooh, focusing up, spicy. All right, I think I know what we're gonna see here. Well, that is a hit. We have a swag strat here, death by. Oh, okay, now we're gonna do that. I thought we were gonna see a totem thrown down and gonna use the stance to finish him off. Oh man. All right. How's that back end looking, Jason?
Almost there.
Almost there. We're getting
Yeah.
close. We're getting close. All right. What playlist did you guys choose that time? I'm curious. Unless it was default. It might have been the default. That's how it happens. If you guys are up to it, I think you should play the one of the restricted maps again, because we haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, the default. Yeah, we haven't seen the restricted ones in a long time. I'm curious how strategies have shifted since we've had those.
Mm-hmm.
I think so. Did we have Shio in with when we were still doing restrictive maps?
I think we added them
Don't know. I don't remember.
around the same time. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure if they overlapped.
Yep. That's true. Sure.
Okay. Good thing is if you choose the restrictive map, there's not going to be any poison on it, so you won't get influenced by
well,
this.
I didn't know if you're done or not. That was the thing. So if you're done, we can do the poison
Yeah, I'm
stuff.
just kind of pushing that update now. So.
Oh, you're pushing it now? Okay.
Yep.
Everyone pause. Everyone don't accept
We
any
should be good.
dual
We should be
challenges. Oh, we're good. Do they have to update it at all?
No, it's all
Okay,
on the back
cool.
end. Yep.
All right. Don't do restrictive. Do poison.
Well, do whatever you want.
Go for a poison map. Do it. Do it. Which playlists is the poison on at this point?
So it's in the default playlist and it's
Yep.
in the insane playlist.
Oh, okay. Choose wisely. So Jason, do you have any pointers for being a good DM for tabletop?
Okay, I think the best thing you can do
Yep.
is to create a collaborative atmosphere, so that I think that helps in a couple of ways. Like one is, and the game you've chosen may do this for you sort of by default, right? Because the players all have.
Yeah, I don't have a choice.
It does two things. One is it just practically it means that the players will like help you.
Yep.
And that they will be inclined to try and move the game along and like make things fun for everyone, because they feel like that's part of their responsibility as well.
Yeah.
And then for you, you feel less like you're having to perform purely for the benefit of other people, right? It's less of a performance and it's more of, if you're fine with saying, oh, I don't know what should happen next, like, or, accepting some suggestion that a player gives for how something could resolve or something like that, then it takes away the pressure of feeling like it's on you to just
entertain
people be a performer. As opposed to just kind of moderate and influence and whatever.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I was reading up some like postmortems of people who ran this game, and they're like, and this is not our situation, but it was themselves and like 6 players, and it got into a situation where it was basically a big game of like Mother May I kind of stuff, where people were not comfortable with taking over the narrative because there were so many people, and like if someone took over the narrative, then you would have 5 people not doing anything for a while. I'm gonna have 3 players, so this will be a little bit easier, I feel.
That's the perfect. No, I think that's the ideal number of players.
Yeah, 3 is good.
It's enough that nobody gets like put on the spot and has to like vamp for ages, but also there's enough.
All right, we're gonna switch on over. Yeah, no,
also everyone gets enough focus and kind of spotlight time. That's the other big thing, is like the DM or GM is to just control the spotlight and focus and pacing.
Yep.
Yeah.
No, that's definitely kind of the role that I want to get into here. So we'll see how it goes. I have no idea how it's gonna go, so because I don't think almost anyone in the group has played a game like that. So in terms of it being like open-ended storytelling and not like gamey, like combat, like conflict oriented. So
if it's a halfway good example of one of those games, then it should like kind of just work if you read the book and do what it says. Like the whole point of these like really focused games with like a particular premise or particular like structure is that they more or less guarantee that you get that kind of experience out of them,
Yeah, yep.
just like out of the box. Yeah.
Yeah. I think the game might skew a little goofy though, because people are going to be drawing on top of their skeletons with their mouse.
Yeah.
And there's only so much you could do with that, because I have it so that on the whiteboard it's going to have all the characters' skeletons, like character sheets, like tiled up next to each other, so you can see what other people are doing, and so you can always see what the skeletons look like and always see what the environment looks like. So it's gonna be amusing regardless of however people do stuff. So
Yeah, that sounds pretty fun. Like, is the book set out that you kind of like read through it at the table? A lot of them now will have like even like it's like going back to school. It's like each read a paragraph aloud, and it kind of like pitches the game to you like at the table.
Yeah, so I can do some of that for like the intro. It has some of that. It's not as like robust as like 10 Candles, which is has a much bigger manual. But it's super lightweight. So it has like an intro, like a premise, like, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and this is what we're gonna go over, and well, not go over, but like this is kind of the mood. This is what you're supposed to do. So I can read that to them to get them into like the mood and to lay the ground rules for the most part. Yeah. It's super light. Oh, we're gonna time out Warwick's. Oh no, we gotta get that totem down. No. Uh-oh. Are we gonna have a timeout, or is it just my client? Oh wow, okay. I gotta know, is that just my client that makes it like count down to there, or was that actually split second Warwick's? I'm very curious.
So there's like a grace period of like a second or two.
You got slush time?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so probably your client thought it already had timed out, but it was.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting.
Oh, Works isn't seeing the timer. I wonder if you've got a really old version of the client like install with like some config setting to turn it off.
Oh, weird. Okay.
Possible.
Is there any utility in like re-downloading the client from scratch and then trying to go from there, or?
Yeah, I mean you can always definitely do that. It should just update, but if there's something in like the config file that's been changed, then
gotcha. Okay.
Maybe because Warwick's was a pretty early adopter, right? So maybe
yeah, that's true.
Something we had to like some issue we had to troubleshoot, which meant tweaking the config.
Yep, there might be a gremlin in there. Okay. Yeah. At some point, because I remember I had an issue with that myself at one point, and it might have been with the turn timer actually. So I would suggest re-downloading at some point, just for safety's sake. What was I talking about? Oh, this skeleton stuff. Yeah. So yeah.
The other thing with that kind of game is, as long as it relies on everyone buying into it and like playing into it.
Oh yeah, yeah. Everyone has to want to play that thing.
Yeah.
Everyone wants to have that kind of experience, and so
it's trivially easy to just break it if people aren't like on board.
Oh yeah, it's easy to just not, not buy into it and be a stick in the mud, and then it drags the whole thing down basically. Yeah. So we'll see. There's little pressure with it because I did not have to prep at all for this, and the players didn't have to prep at all for it either. So I'm just gonna frame it as a fun little storytelling experience, as opposed to like intense kind of role play
like,
stuff.
You know, if it all falls apart, then into like a farce, then that may well still be a fun couple of hours.
It could be fun. Yeah, you could goofy skeletons doing goofy skeleton stuff, and I don't know. Like old, jaded, wisecracking skeletons in their tomb. Like, I don't know. It's whatever. I have no idea like where it's gonna go, and I'm fine with that. So, as long as people are amused by it, I'm cool.
Yeah, I love those games that you can just pull out without any prep and just.
No, that's cool. Yeah.
Run them. Yeah.
There's I'm like halfway through figuring out what I need to prep for 10 Candles. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
Yeah, I know. I know of it. Yeah.
Oh, you know of it. Do you know like the main premise of it is?
It's basically where everyone holds a candle and it's like the candles go out or you blow them out and it's about losing memories and growing old, right? It's like a melancholy.
No.
Or am I thinking of something else?
It's not growing old. That would be a cool one though. Well, basically it's just like the game reaches its final scene when all 10 candles have gone out, basically. And in that scene, all players will die.
Okay.
It's like the players acting out scenes in which they are basically some of the last survivors in a world where all lights have gone out. There is no sun, and they have arrived. It's purposefully vague as to what they are or who they are. And basically, like, whenever a candle goes out for any reason, whatever scene you're currently in ends. That's the end of that scene. And then you go to the next one. And then eventually, once you get to the very end, like, after all candles have gone out, you play out the final scene, and that's the scene in which all characters die. So, it's a very, like... Yeah, it's interesting.
Okay. Maybe I'm mixing this up with something else, with a different...
Yeah, there's other games that have done something relatively similar to this, but like 10 Candles is very I think it's like one of the more well-known ones for that type of like storytelling one-shot type thing that's very like system light. There's still definitely rolling dice because there's like success and failure kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And like players have like individual like goals and traits and stuff like that, and you can like, if you want to switch a failure to a success or something like that, you can burn one of your traits basically and like permanently give them up. Are we in slush time again for my client? Oh no, I don't think so. Time's up, Paul.
What happened?
I don't know. Maybe it's a strategic pass.
Is that a thing? Is there a situation where you'd want to do that?
I'm trying to think if there's a situation where you would ever want to pass. I think it has to do with being pinned, maybe. If you don't want to move at all, but you've already focused up. And is there a character that definitely needs to move to do anything? Like, there's got to be some situation where
Warrior being pinned, maybe.
Well, the
Something like
warrior
that.
can inspire. Uh-oh, were you messing up the timer?
Oh,
Did you guys vote for no timer, but on my client there is a timer, or something like that? Uh-oh, we got timer troubles. I didn't think you messed around with the timer, though, Jason, at any point, did you?
well, I guess we added the option like a couple patches ago to disable it.
Yeah, there was a couple of
So
patches
maybe it
ago.
relates to that.
I don't think we ever butt up against that though, in our testing or in the previous play session. So
No, it seemed to work just fine. So.
yeah, we'll look into it.
Oh. Okay.
Is there a toggle that's not toggling?
That kind of makes sense. Okay, I'm not gonna try and hot fix this one, but.
Uh-oh, oh boy.
Okay, that gives me a clue though if it's working that way around.
Okay. All right, I will be right back. I'll leave you to vamp a little bit over this gameplay.
Did Andrew answer the question about Garrus? Shall we speculate on what his dog is dressed up as? Okay, we're looking pretty even. Oryx is up on health, but Paul has two focused characters right now. And I was also sitting in a bunch of steam, which is not ideal. So we're just choosing to focus on the ranger here and leave the steam to do its job on Bolt and the warrior. Bolt down to 1 health. Standing on the steam still, so probably won't get another turn. Yeah, I think that's GG. We're looking pretty safe right now. Yeah, sorry about that timer bug. That's a bit of a bummer. Perhaps, yeah. Like maybe that would have made the difference. It's always hard to tell. Like a lot can happen in one turn. Okay, who's up? Anyone else interested in a battle? I also have no control of the stream, so we're stuck on this battle over screen, I'm afraid, until Andrew until Andrew returns.
Oh, the battle's over already. Jeez.
Yeah.
Wasn't expecting that. All right.
Yeah, I'll take on Morix. Let's
Get
go
in
for
there,
it.
Jason.
If you want to throw down a challenge Morix, I will jump in. Let's just vote and turn the timer off this time as well.
Oh, yeah,
just
yeah.
in case.
Oh, yeah. Oh, whoops. Yeah, Garrus. Garrus is going to be Garrus today. He doesn't have a new costume. He had one last year, I believe. It's probably still around somewhere, but yeah, he's in the other room right now. He doesn't if my partner's not in the room, he doesn't care. He's just like, yeah. He's a good boy, but he's just gonna be chilling in the other room for now. He's such a goofy dog. Like yesterday we had the first snowfall, and like he just goes outside, like he's like, oh, whatever, this is nothing. Like we got him to get excited at one point though, because we have like a little like dog park kind of thing. So we got him a little bit excited in there, but yeah, he's very silly. Worked by your reaction there, I'm assuming that you are in battle. So
yes, we are.
So I'm gonna get in there real quick. What's happening here? There we go. Second time's the charm, I guess. Spectate, please. I'm excited to see what's going on here.
I mean, you might be able to guess.
Yeah.
Interesting. Oh, he clearly took totally different approaches to character selection.
Ooh, this will be interesting. This is tense. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Oh no. Ah, jeez. Ah, beans. This is I'm just curious how the animation for this is gonna go.
Yeah. Actually,
Oh,
for quite
boy.
the opposite. So I've gone for all the highest HP characters, where Rourke's has gone for like area control. So
Yep.
we'll see what pans out here.
Oh, jeez. My question is if they like immediately respawn, is it just gonna stay in the same slot because there's only one open slot for them to go, and the only variation is going to be the number of turns it takes to refresh, or?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
I'm just curious.
It's gonna be like a Dance Revolution style.
Yeah.
Find the pattern and hop around.
Oh man, I have no idea how this is gonna go, so I'm very curious what this is gonna look like even. You got like 2 3s, 2 4s, 2 5s, a 6 and a 7 there. So, or unless Works has 3 5s, 2 3. I'm like, oh no, you guys have 3 5s as well. This is confusing.
It's symmetrical. It's at least symmetrical.
It's at least symmetrical, so we'll see. Yeah.
They just throw some random numbers down there, more or less, but
yeah.
symmetrical.
Oh man.
Works thinking hard about this one.
Yeah, I gotta figure out if they want to do if they do the shock module, that's gonna do some, because, well, yeah, it's gonna slowly do some damage there. So Shio does have some relatively high defense though, so it's not gonna do as much as another character, but like Berserker would have been one that would have done like a ton of damage too. But if you're looking to just place down the totem in the center there, so you can eventually use you know, system overload or target people whatchamacallit, with a pressure release, you know, that's also a good place to put it. Somewhere relatively in the center. Yeah, this is definitely going to be interesting. I'll say that much.
Don't like the look of that trap.
Gonna push you back there. There's only one place that you're really safe at this point, so. I mean, you are safe for a little while, but. I wonder if there's some trickery you can do with delay turn or something. Where you could like get into a spot that very recently refreshed.
Yeah, that's interesting.
But I don't know if it's even worth it at that point, because another spot's gonna like. I don't know. This is.
I might just try and tank it out, right?
I mean, that is your game plan for the most part. So. Oh, do I see? Oh no. Have we found a loophole here?
Oh, it won't respawn on the
Yeah,
trap.
it won't respawn. Have we planned for this? Will this cause a bug? That's very interesting. Woo! Getting some damage in there.
That was kind of weird, right?
Yes.
The way that worked.
Who just got... Oh, there was an armor break, so... Damage by, fires back, damage, fires back. The only one that did not get a fire back was Ranger there.
Yeah, so I think we made a change at some point where return fire could now trigger multiple times.
Yep.
But why it triggered twice there? I expected it to trigger once or like 3 times.
Yeah, we got a good old 2 in between. Is not expected behavior. I mean, Shio should have hit, Oh, it's because, well, it should have hit all three of them with the,
It did, right? It damaged all three.
Yeah, it hit all three, so it should have, yeah, it definitely hit all three. It's just we didn't see, you know, a follow-up from that.
Ouch.
Or Berserker. Jason, there's less debris on your side. You have to win now. Oh, man. This is just a lot of damage. I think maybe, I wonder if it would be interesting to have, one that has, like, 8 instead of 9, maybe? So it's always, like,
right.
whatever the safe spot is just always moving.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to there just never, ever being...
Yeah.
Pretty much never being a safe spot, because no one can move into a tile. Usually, no one can move into a tile and move back out before it goes off. So it's just mostly about delaying the inevitable.
Yeah.
Unless you get to the very end where you have fast characters, and then you can kind of move around. But
yeah, that's true. When the number of turns in between, yeah.
Yep.
That kind of reminds me of like a sliding tile puzzle.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so in the beginning of the beginning of the battle, it's just understood that you're always going to take damage pretty much, but near the end, you can kind of hop around. The only problem with that is that there's going to be knocked out characters on some of the tiles as well, so I don't know how many full options you're really going to... Well, I know how many you're going to have, but like there's not as many full options for you to go to, so...
Yeah, and this is in the insane playlist for a reason. This is not a serious
yeah. It's only tournament legal if we say so.
Yeah, like until now, neither of us has moved on account of the debris.
Yeah.
Ah, damn it! It's lined up with the totem. Where's my advantage?
Oh man. Well, because you you lost one, and then it couldn't. The one on the totem finally despawned and then respawned on like the free spot. So.
Mm.
How is the warrior not taken like any damage yet? It looks like they've gotten hit by fallen debris once. Like
yeah,
once,
I've had the guard over them as well, so
yeah, oh, that's true. Wait, can you protect them from falling debris with guard?
No, but I think
oh,
that's
okay, I was gonna say
the only thing that's been done to them.
Oh, see ya. No more guard.
Okay, now it's like a bit of ducking and weaving from the ranger might come into play.
Yeah. Well, the good thing is the warrior will have last one standing, so there's always that. Gotta knock this ranger out, though.
Oof.
All right. Things just suddenly got really interesting. You just gotta tank it. Just gotta go for it.
Yeah, because I figured then at least I've got a relatively safe tile I can stay on.
You can be fresh. You can refresh it. Yeah. I think it's funny that the debris will keep on falling on tiles that have bodies on them, like even though they're inaccessible. It's just kind of Yep, this is what I thought was gonna happen. A lot of debris falling. Just so stacked up, it's all in the same turn. That's the best combat log. Falling debris.
Oh.
Yeah, look at this. Don't make it happen.
Yeah, no, it's opened up the works' shenanigans. I'm feeling a bit threatened.
Focus up. Focus up. That's okay. I don't know. Works has to survive 2 more hits, so because there's this one and the next one. It's gonna be a little tight. I don't know if Works can do 18 damage with the pressure release. Well, unless he pushes you back again, and that could be a thing. Oof. All right, here it is. Yep, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Oh man. Well, actually, no. Okay, you did get out of the way as well, so. Yeah, I don't think there's anything. Well, is it enough?
Oh, no, please don't.
I don't. Is that gonna be enough?
This can't work, surely not.
No!
Oh!
Look at that!
No.
These shenanigans. I will say 15 damage is a lot, though. Oh, that's 8. Oh, man, that's so close. Oh, man, it's just... And we have to wait for all the falling debris. Whoa! Look at that!
GG.
Look at that. Last one standing just absolutely just about did it. Wow. Wasn't expecting that. I thought Jason had locked it in with switching over to Sentinel.
Yeah, me too.
It's just not... Just a little bit too much damage there. Just a little too much. Oh man. Oh, that's funny though.
Okay. So have we got time for maybe one more last battle of the evening?
Yeah, I think we do.
Who wants to jump on board? Adrian, the option is open to you as well, my friend. Anyone in the chat?
Yeah. Anybody who is in the chat can definitely get in there.
I thought I had that. I so thought I had that.
You were really close. I'm just
also when I took out the ranger, I didn't realize that would then, because Totem was about to get hit by the debris, but since I killed the ranger, it then moved his turn up, so he was able to escape the debris as well. So I kind of overlooked that. But I had to kill the ranger, so
Someone's gonna clip that one. That was good. I was not. That was a good one. I was not expecting that to line up the way that it did.
Yeah, it's interesting. There was just a breaking point where Oryx became able to actually use the tiles
Yep.
to his advantage and start evading stuff, and then yeah, it all came crumbling down.
Yeah. Oh man. That's funny. Oh, jeez. You know what? I will hop in. I will hop in against whoever would like to play right now. So I'm going to generate a duel challenge, and whoever accepts it. I definitely want to do more of the insane stuff though. So yeah, hop in works. I was gonna say the water's fine, but if we're doing the insane map, things are not gonna be okay. Oh man. Yeah, we should probably turn that turn timer off as well. Looks good to me. Oh, jeez. You know, watching this is one thing, but like trying to like form a strategy around this is a whole nother. This is a whole nother thing. I do not know what I'm doing. All right. Well. What do I want to do here? We're going to... I don't know what the right answer is. Jason, do you have any pointers for
I
character
lost,
selection?
so pick whatever Oryx picked.
Yeah, but what did you learn? Like
I think
yeah.
it was close. I reckon it was within the bounds of probably there was probably some misplay that I could have avoided and won. Like I feel like that was down to the wire with both extremes of low versus high health teams. So
Yep.
maybe a mix of that. I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely think that Totem and Engineer are very strong picks. I hope. Was Bolt got going on for them? Ramping Strike is alright. Oh, I know what I'm doing. Alright. Engineer's too much to think about. Yeah, I mean, there is utility for that hook, but like, yeah, it's interesting because like on the one hand, like the hook sounds good because it's gonna hopefully pull someone into a tile that they're gonna step on, but like in the beginning, everyone's stepping on tiles anyways. So like, trying to work around what I want to do here. Okay, I think I know what I'm doing. I hope. I have no idea what I'm actually doing, but I'm gonna pretend that I know what I'm doing here, so. We're gonna keep that shock module up for maximum physical defense against falling debris here. Oh gosh. Actually, well, how do we want to do this? Yep, and then we're gonna put you. No, I don't want to do that either. Ah, I'm changing my mind. We're going back to what we want to do here. All right. We meet again. I feel like I'm gonna get stomped here. Oh man. All right, what are we doing? All right, this is what we're gonna do. Man, that's just brutal though in this setup. Definitely wanted to apply shock there, but I don't know how useful that's gonna be later on.
I kind of thought shove might be quite useful here as well, potentially.
Yeah, potentially. If the characters last long enough to use focus abilities, you know. The other stuff that could be, well, actually, I don't know. Trying to think. And so it begins. Alright, we're gonna start to get shocked. Poor Totem. I think they're gonna bite it pretty soon, unfortunately. A lot of damage heading their way pretty soon. Get some sneaky damage in there, though. Oof. Yeah, I don't think they're surviving the onslaught. Unfortunately, they were not able to get in much damage, but hey, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it looks like the debris may...
The debris is gonna seal it, I think. But you never know. They do have their shock stance up, so they do have heightened physical defense, so maybe it won't be enough. So you get a quick shot.
Oh. Okay.
All right, Warwick, so are we going to break formation or are we going to stay where we are? Either decision is dangerous. All right, we're moving.
Yeah, that 6 tile is just within range, in the turn order of the range of moving away.
Oh, my poor boy. All right, let's try to do something.
Oh, that damaged you more than I expected there.
I'll pass the buck for a second. Oh, I think that might have messed something up for me, unfortunately. Yeah, it's going to cost me something. No! It'll be fine.
Yeah, Works has not really allowed you to focus anyone down.
Yeah, it's a little bit tough. I mean, I'll do a little bit more damage. That's fine. I'll take that. No, warrior, no. Gonna go for long game here. Not that there's much game left to this, but unfortunately, but hey, what are you gonna do? Jeez.
Optimism. Like it.
Yes, definitely optimism. I'm in a little bit of a pickle, but I feel that, well, is the defense worth it versus melee shutdown versus guard? But I do want to do pros and cons. I know I'm gonna get hit by something by the time I take another turn anyway, so we're gonna do that so I can shut down the warrior's melee, as well as a disruptor blade, hopefully. There's not much without replacing the totem that works can do with totem right now. I also do want that bonus damage for my focus ability, so if I even get to do that at any point. By the time I get to take another turn and it actually makes sense, I'm not sure, but
Yeah, I think moving away from the totem does make sense, even though, I mean, you can't really escape.
Yeah, at this point, now I can't.
Right now.
Now I can't, because someone can just focus and then take another turn and then destroy me, but that's all right. Ah, no. Give him one more turn. A bold move right there. Well, that is just lining up so you can get out of the way. Just barely. I don't know about this one. All right. All right, 7 health. What are you gonna do? Unless he's gonna take... No, he's fine, right? He took the steam damage. He's ready to go. Comes the deluge of debris. All right. Let's go. Let's go. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to get in there and do that. That's about it. He did his fair share of damage.
Yeah, a brave.
Yeah, brave attempt,
fun
but
attempt, yeah.
getting Totem knocked out that early was unfortunate, I would say. And also, this game mode does not favor Bolt, unfortunately. So their strategy is more long term. So, but hey.
Yeah, maybe we have to try a map with like 7 debris or something like that.
Yeah, so you can like get around a little bit, but like, you know.
And they'll also move as opposed to like kind of staying in sequence
Yes.
and position.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's funny. Jeez. No, it's good though. I like it.
Okay, awesome. So, some fun battles.
The fun
Tonight.
Battles, some interesting stuff. Found
Couple of
some
interesting
bugs.
obscure bugs. Yeah,
Yeah, good stuff. It's basically everything that we want out of a playtest session. So
exactly. That's why we do this.
Oh man. All right. Well, I think that's gonna be it for the day. Yeah. So, if anybody's watching, you too can die to a lot of falling debris at your leisure by joining our Discord. And you will be messaged by a bot, a direct message, with your login information and a download link for the game that you can play, just like us. So if you don't get that message, just let us know, and then we'll get the bot to like manually send it to you and stuff. But yeah, if you liked what you saw here today, you can follow us on Twitter, join our Discord. We are also on Steam as well, so we can wishlist the game. And you know, if you follow us on any of those, you'll be kept up to date with all of our patches and sneak peeks and release notes and all that good stuff.
Cool stuff coming soon.
Yes,
New
very
terrain
soon.
object.
Yes, terrain objects will be coming soon. In the next patch. Yes.
Yep, that's the
We've
plan.
got a couple more. I will say no more. But someone in the last stream recommended a couple of terrain features. So let's just say we took that to heart, and yeah, hopefully you'll be pleasantly surprised with the terrain features coming out. So yeah. We've got so much stuff under wraps right now, so I'm like really excited to eventually get that out to you guys, but it's gonna be a little while. But in the meantime, we will still be releasing these patches and with new content and fun stuff to mess around with. So all right, Jason, is there anything that I missed, anything that you want to
No, happy
mention?
Halloween, I guess.
Yes, have a very spooky day.
Don't need too much candy.
Stay home.
Yep.
Don't,
Stay home, watch a slasher movie.
Watch a slasher movie and then be afraid to sleep in your own house. Like me. But anyway, all right. Well, I will talk to you all you guys pretty soon. All right. Until next time.
Okay, everyone. Bye bye.